Hello everyone and welcome back to Mega Man 2. In the last video we began the game by fighting Bubble Man and Heat Man, and we are now going to go after Wood Man. Serial number DWN016. He is a Japanese Cypress robot whose internal mechanisms are also made of wood. Although he is coated, he is still vulnerable to fire. As you can see, Woodman is somewhere in the forest, and we are also being introduced to our first couple of enemy types in this level. First we have Baton, which is a robot that monitors the forest. Some people in the Mega Man universe, keep them as pets. And then we have Rabbit, which is a robotic rabbit. Very sturdy robot that shoots out carrots, rocket carrots. With the Batons, you want to take them out as soon as they start moving. This is Fryander, a robot that protects the forest. It originally shot fire extinguisher fluid from its tail, but it was modified to shoot fire. They say only you can prevent wildfires, but I have a feeling that with a robot like this, you're definitely not going to avoid wildfires. Dodge the fire, take a few shots, and repeat the same thing until it's finally destroyed. But that's not even the biggest problem. The problem is the environment and the placement of the Fryanders. This one in particular is very easy to get hit by, and somehow I got granted an extra life. That has never happened before. I have never gotten any of these to drop a 1-up. Got a couple of more Batons here. You only take a couple of hits, so they're not hard to deal with. What is hard to deal with is how slow Mega Man climbs up ladders. We've got another enemy here. This is King. And he's definitely not weak to the bubble edge. I tried to use the bubble edge to see if it would work, and it definitely did not. It reflected that like a champ. King is an ape-like industrial robot made for work in the forest. Its body is heavy, so it can't move much. Crazy how we're platforming on bamboo sticks. Somehow I just realized that these are bamboo sticks. One other thing I'll say about the King is that you don't want to get too close to it, otherwise this will happen. If you get close enough to it, it will stop hanging and it will just jump up and attack you. If you stop and wait as it appears, it will eventually jump up, and once it stops moving, you can attack it then. It doesn't take too many hits. We've got a small section of rabbits coming up. Those are the carrot rockets I was talking about earlier. The carrot missiles. I'm just calling him those because obviously it's a rabbit-like robot. Of course it's gonna have something carrot related to it. This is Cuckoo, a robot created to patrol the forest. Dr. Wily modified it into a more violent machine. Very simple to dodge. Once they appear, stop moving, let them jump over you, and then keep moving. Don't ever attack them. It's not worth it. Here we are at the boss room. Woodman's weapon is the leaf shield. He summons 8 leaves at a time. 4 go up top and then come downwards, while the other 4 circle around him, i.e. like a shield. Fun fact about the atomic fire is that it's the first weapon that you can charge. Depending on how long you hold the button, depends on how big the blast will be, how big the fire will be, and the more devastating it will be, and the amount of energy it uses. Because a full power atomic fire can use like more than 33% of your energy. Weapon energy specifically. Alright, Woodman defeated, we got the leaf shield, and now we're gonna go after Airman. Serial number DWN0110. He is a robot that creates wind with his giant propeller. He can create winds as strong as a typhoon. This is a goblin. Once the leader of the robot circus, it was remodeled. Be careful not to touch its horns or its petite goblins. These things are so goofy to look at. For the longest time, I thought that thing in the middle was its mouth, but it was actually its nose. And it took me such a long time to realize that its mouth is actually at the bottom and it's shaped like a monkey. This is Kaminari Goro, a robot originally made to gather climate data. After destroying it, you can take a relaxing ride on its cloud. Which, now that I think about it, it kind of reminds me of a Lakitu. Also, I don't think I need to tell you guys that this level takes place in the sky. Airman would be in a place like this. This is Pippi. It drops Kopipis. I'm not even sure if I'm pronouncing that right. Little Pippies or Kopipis emerge from the egg-like capsule dropped by this aerial survey robot. Try to destroy the egg before that happens. Which the egg drops very fast too. The Pippies also come out infinitely. But more on those monsters later on. We've got the Squirm, which is a mecha that produces metal pipes. It attacks by launching the pipes. The metal blade will make quick work of it, but we don't have the metal blade yet. We've got some more goblins to deal with. Not too bad. This is the Mata Saburo, which is a prototype version of Airman. He often ended up blowing himself away. Make sure you don't get blown off course while jumping. He kind of just looks like a sumo wrestler with a fan on his body. Now the Pippi can be pretty good for farming, but most of the time it's best to just completely avoid all of this like that. Avoiding accidents like that. And just shooting the egg before it lands on any sort of surface. Especially considering how rapid the Pippies reappear. Here I am just trying to farm for leaf shield energy, for weapon energy to refill my leaf shield. Because honestly, the gameplay that you saw was pretty pointless. It was rather pointless. I was really just screwing around trying to take advantage of the leaf shield and learn how to use it. And here we have Airman, a robot with a unique design who has a strong fan installed in his stomach. Be prepared to take some damage and just keep firing at him. It's funny how the Legacy Collection tells you that you are highly likely going to take damage from Airman's weapon, the air shooter, which are these multi-miniature tornadoes that he shoots in different areas, which he uses his fan to push away at you. As far as I can tell, it's almost completely impossible to not take damage by Airman. Because his RNG is weird as far as where the air shooters are going to land on the screen. And it makes sense that the leaf shield is Airman's weakness, because leaves can damage fans simply by just getting stuck in them. Here we have a message from Dr. Light. We have item 2. And we're going to find out what item 2 does later on, just like with item 1. Eventually, we are going to have to use these items, which is why they are given to us. And every time you defeat He-Man, he will specifically always give you item 1. Airman will always give you item 2. With that, we are halfway done with the Wily Numbers. We're going to go after one more robot. We're going to dedicate this video to 3 robots instead of 2, like I did with the first game. 4 down, 4 to go, and we're going to go after Crashman next. Serial number DWN013. His special weapon is a drill-shaped time bomb, the Crash Bomb. his armor is thick enough to withstand the blast. Yeah, I guess his armor would have to be durable enough if he's gonna be using explosives. That would be one heck of an Achilles heel or double-edged sword. This level is mostly dedicated to climbing, similar to Eggman's stage in the first game. In Mega Man 2 we've got the Neo-Metals, which as you can see is an improved version of the Metal. It's pretty cute. Maybe that's why it's popular with the girls? It's popular with the girls? I'm not even surprised. Where did they get this information from? Anyway, the Metals operate the same as they originally did. The only difference is that they have the ability to walk. They have feet now. And after they hit you with a triple shot, they will charge towards you and get up close and personal. They can also walk themselves off the edge, but we'll get to that later. Here we got a series of conveyor puzzles. We got tellies appearing out of nowhere. 3 will show up on the screen at a time. As I mentioned, this whole level is almost a completely dedicated climbing level. This is Blocky, a popular member of the Robot Circus. Pierre Robot is the stray man and Blocky is the funny man of this comedy duo. Watch out for its blocks when they fly apart. In normal mode, they will be destroyed in one hit and they won't even have a chance to fly. Or at least their body parts won't have a chance to fly. That Metal just couldn't let me hit it without hitting me. Try not to fall so something like that doesn't happen. That was a very stressful situation. Oh, and we've got Pepes. Or Pippies. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. This game is kind of buggy with the way that it won't even let me grab the items that the Co-Pippies drop. Like, it doesn't even matter the item drops, they just go right through me for some reason. That's another enemy that we'll talk about later on. We're gonna see him again, and we're gonna see that enemy again when we get to Flashman. So I'm just gonna save him for later because this is really the only time he shows up. That is an energy tank. This is the first game that introduces them. You can collect up to 4 in total, and they will completely refill your energy. This is item 1, which is a propelled platform. You equip this weapon, and you can instantly spawn a platform. The Flyboys make an appearance in this level as well, and they can be pretty dangerous here. Especially when we're pretty close to the I can't even speak. Oh great, the Flyboy just knocked me right into the boss room. Which, by the way, no obstacles before entering the boss room. They got rid of that crap from the first game. One of the best decisions they've made. Okay, so I was being needlessly reckless with Crashman here because I kept neglecting the fact that he jumps every time you attack. Just like that. Just looking at it is making me frustrated because I should have known better. So what you want to do is jump first and then attack, which will make him jump into your attack. Which, by the way, Crashman shoots 3 crash bombs at a time. As long as he can dodge his crash bombs, he's not that bad of a boss. Get equipped with Crash Bomb. Not gonna lie, these weapon get screens are pretty slow. Definitely something to improve in the future. But anyway, that's going to be it for this video. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you in part 3, where we will finish off the last 3 Dr. Wily numbers. God bless.